National Football League. Please welcome your 2026 Minnesota Vikings.
Game time is here. Glad you're with us. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. From the 6, here comes a return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Falcons set to take over here on offense. They are led out by a man who's done this now for a long time. Their veteran quarterback.
And we all know how talented this guy is, Mike, right? From the physical sense, that's obvious. But what really separates him, and it really came through when we had a chance to talk to him this week, is really his ability to operate from the neck up. His processing speed, his decision-making. It seems like he's always one step ahead of the defense, and when he's on, he's proven to be really hard to beat.
A modest game, maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
33-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now, Vic. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
3 plays in and a test. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing now, Vic. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to have the first down. That one good for 9, and the drive continues.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
Now a run, and it's their fullback with the carry. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Cameron Sutton in for the tackle. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Vic. For the left side, he gets back to Mooney. Was brought down, that pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Throwing is Vic, and that is incomplete.
Intended for number 88.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds. Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his 2nd season in the NFL.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook, things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
That one caught by Hawkinson. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Finding his tight end there. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
It's a gain of 2.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
They'll look to throw yet again. He's got the tight end there. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
It's a gain of
29. And it's 1st and goal.
First down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. What will the 2nd quarter have in store? More from the Twin Cities in a moment. Vikings football as we begin this 2nd quarter. They'll look to throw. As they come up now, 2nd, and he will score! Touchdown, Vikings! That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He tucked the ball down, took advantage of the space, and he was able to take it all the way.
The extra point try forthcoming. He gets it to go. The Vikings will take a 7-0 lead.
7. Falcons, nothing.
Riker it out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to get going with their second possession. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. They'll run. This is their fullback getting the catch. And he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up second and long.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Vic. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
To the air. It's Vic. He'll try and get there on the ground.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Falcons first down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
On play action, it's Vic. He's got his man. It's Mooney. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
First down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Vic gonna look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. Woo. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. That was good for 29.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example of that.
The elusiveness on display there. Nifty footwork setting up 1st and goal.
And this is what happens when your offensive line and your back are in sync and on the same page. Great job by the O-line distorting the defense at the point of attack, and then the running back understanding where that hole is, hitting it full speed, brings up a fresh set of downs.
No chance at all. He'll go down.
Loss of 6 yards. It's 2nd down and goal.
Two minutes remain. First half in a 7-0 game. We'll have more from Minneapolis after this. They'll try to run with their fullback. And he'll be taken down. Let's call it the 7-yard line. And here comes 3rd and goal.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. I would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
A nice drive. This is the ninth play coming up, and they cash it in on 3rd and goal. To throw, here's Vic. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons.
Touchdown, Atlanta.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Now the try here for the point after. His kick is good. And the Falcons will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Shakir. And he'll be brought down past 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Vikings offense ready to take over for their second possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. This one complete to Washington. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Gain of 22 yards.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points. And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter. Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. the size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
It's 3rd and 4. Back to throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion. Continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. And that one is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. Could they have called the push-off there?
Still first down.
Now Kevin O'Connell will send out the field goal unit. And this will be from 42 yards out. That one is good. And the Vikings will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
Good snap, good hold, really good operation by the specialist. Gives this offense the lead right before the halftime break. Now the question will be, can they build on this as they try to close this game out as we look forward to the second half?
Final moments of this first half, kicking with the lead now, as this one is in the air. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Vic gonna throw to start this drive. Now, deep ball for London. And the throw left sideline caught. They rule incomplete. Couldn't keep the feet in. And it's 2nd down.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustments will pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Three points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. Patterson now to return it. Crazy. And he'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. With a solid start so far. Touchdown and a field goal on their first 2 possessions. Begins with a run. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
Down at the 39-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 7. Now off the bootleg. He'll look to throw here. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
3rd and 2. Here we go. He'll look to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
First down.
Well, nothing real fancy here, Mike. Not a huge pickup, but anytime on third down, you got to know where the sticks are, who's your most reliable player, and I think everybody in this booth knows exactly what position that is.
They'll run it here with Campbell. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run, there's no holes for the back to find, and all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
And the Vikings.
A big play for Minnesota. 37 yards.
12-yard line.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Not much happening there. Just a short game.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Now here's a keeper on the zone read. And he will take it in himself. Touchdown, Minnesota. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it. And the Vikings will get out in front, 17-7.
17. Falcons 7.
Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. Now return, coming from the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. The Falcons offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. Again, they'll try to power forward with their fullback. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
44-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Throwing now, Vick. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
Off the play fake. Here's Vick. Open man down the field, Mooney. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
Falcons.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage. Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second reads, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. A handoff as they try to run it here. They'll take this down to the 6. That's good enough for first down. First and goal.
12 yards. That's another Falcons first down.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves first and goal.
Throwing is Vic. Oh, man, wide open. He's got it. Touchdown, Atlanta. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Here's Coop for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Falcons are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14.
Falcons 14.
So out is Coop. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. Patterson now to return it. And this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Drive will start on the ground. And he's going to have a first down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this third quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Fourth quarter begins on the ground. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and a yard. Man in motion here is Washington. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the first down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back. and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 11. First down, Minnesota.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
They'll stay on the ground. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll stick with him again. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
I see a lot of tired legs out there on both sides of the field, Mike. Looks like this pass rush has found a little bit of a second wind. They come away with a big-time sack, and it brings up 4th down.
So now, a big spot coming here. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. This one has plenty of legs, and it is good. So it is still a one-score game, but a little more breathing room now.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Falcons offense ready to come back out for this next possession. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. To throw is Vick. Quick throw here is complete. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down.
33.
It's a big play when they needed it the most. 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Big-time play there as they try to cut into this 4th quarter deficit. At this point in the game, Mike, remember, you're just going to get a couple more possessions, so you have to make the most of them, especially with the lead being this close for the taking.
Now, Vick taking off, and he will slide to a halt, but he does have the 1st down. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Now, 2nd and 4. They'll run with Robinson. And, oh, they smack him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
You know, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass. The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on fourth down.
Here we go. This is fourth down. They'll run. And he's going to have a Falcons first down. They get it easily. 4th and 1, and they pick up 5.
And these plays, the decision on what they're going to call, Mike, it was decided days ago. They have on that play call sheet that you see from the offensive coordinator, they have an entire category just devoted to these situations. They know the players are going to be confident, they're going to be able to execute, and they're able to move the chains.
Trying to connect with Romeo Dobbs that time. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things...
And this is going to be a touchdown! A game-tying TD here in the final minute.
Well, there's still some time remaining, but what a sequence of events here, Mike. I mean, late in the game, they get the touchdown that they needed to tie it, and now they can take the lead with the extra point.
So, not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. A critical extra point is up and good. They have taken a 1-point lead here in the late stages of this one. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. On the return, here comes Shakir. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. So here are the Vikings down 21-20. 33 seconds to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves as they come up with first down. Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Rolling right. He'll run again. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. And they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining on the clock. Here comes 2nd down. They'll look to throw.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
That is caught by Washington. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 21 yards.
That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota. They get it with 19 seconds left on the clock.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
This offense still has the one timeout to use. 1st and 10 coming up now. They'll stick to the ground. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So now, out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This a potential game winner. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first, as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So now, a big spot coming here. This one he's gotta have. Got the distance, and it's good! He knocks it through from long range. And they take the lead in the final minute of this game.
Well, there's no more pressure-filled spot for a kicker than that one right here, Mike. I mean, it's very simple. You make it, you win. You miss it, you lose. And what's he do? He comes through to not only give his team the lead, but most likely the victory.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Here's Vic. That one taken in by London. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Falcons go ahead and take their 2nd timeout, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down.
1st down, Falcons.
To the air, it's Vic. Now, deep ball for London. That is incomplete with 1 second left on the clock.
So something they teach these defenders, especially in the secondary, Mike, is to trust your eyes. Don't panic, don't overcommit until you see where that ball is being thrown. And so great example here, the defender just trusting those eyes, breaking on the ball, and he almost comes away with the pick.
He'll let this go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So a win here for the Vikings. They took this one down to the wire. The late field goal does the trick. And they walk away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Vikings, as we say so long from Minneapolis.